All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and the Son of God. Yahweh Shem, Shabbat Shem, the honors to the apostles and the elders of great millstone, daughters and sons of the Spirit, and inspiration, Yahweh Shem, Shalom. This lesson is going to be centered around this text, this inbox that happened to my rib. And, I was just wanting to make it into a lesson, because this is a staff sergeant, inboxing her basically about, military. And this right here shows that these devils, man, they're not, they really, everybody doesn't really want to go into the military. They don't have many people, and they know they finna go to war with the West. It's like they know they finna go to war with these other nations, man. It says, Shakira, I am Staff Sergeant Land with the U.S. Army Recruitment Station. I just wanted to talk with you about your plans for the future and see if the Army can help you achieve your goals. If this seems like something you would like to learn more about, please call me at 229-269-6030. I look forward to hearing from you. So, as you can see, my rib was basically nah, I'm good. Because, you devils, man, y'all know what's finna go down, This place, America finna go to war, World War III. And y'all don't really have nobody, no numbers to really fight your war, And this is a big reason why I'm doing this lesson, because the draft is coming back. The draft is coming back, man. Because these devils, they desperate to get people to go over there and fight this war that's finna happen. And they desperate to get people to come to the military. They offering all kinds of, deals, concerning money, and I've seen commercials about the money, basically increasing the money, because they know it is not many people going to the military, except for these younger dudes that are, these young guys that are fresh out of high school, or some guys that just don't know what to do, so they think that the military is the right way. But little do they know that when you go over there into the military, they chipping you. They giving you that chip. And it's been people, men that have walked up to the LA camp, and they seen the RFID chip sign, and they was like, oh yeah, they got that chip in their body, man. Because that's another way that they chipping you. Revelations 13, I'm gonna get straight to the point. Verse 16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And there's many people that are over there overseas or in the military, that have this chip, and they in the military, they in the U.S. military, they chipping them, And best believe that the draft is coming back. The draft is coming back. And brothers been saying this for years, man. Because these devils, they desperate to get somebody to go over there and fight that war. This World War III that's finna happen. Which they're gonna lose. Verse 17, that no man may buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And these guys in the military, they already getting this mark. This charagma, that mark that is inserted inside your body, in your forehead or in your right hand, And this is a perfect way, man, to get you Negroes to go over there and fight that war. That's why they recruiting like mad, because ain't nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to go to the military. Nobody wants to see him go over there and serve, for a bullshit ass country like America. Because America don't even treat their veterans right. All these veterans, they mostly homeless, They ain't got nothing. They ain't got a damn thing. And America did not take care of their veterans. Let me see something. Sirach 6:28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty, So if you're a man of war, if you go and fight for a country and you suffer in poverty, that's not a righteous thing, man. You know, if you're a man of war, you have supposed to have some type of wealth or money, man. And men of understanding that are not set by, and one that returning from righteousness to sin, the Lord prepares such and one for the sword. You know, but the point being, a man of war that suffered poverty, and it's a lot of men of war that went for fight for America, but they suffered poverty, man, because America didn't give a shit about them. You know, they just fight these bankers' wars for nothing, man. You know, you just a waste. You know, it's a waste of your life. You know, and majority of them, you know, did not make it fighting these elites wars, man. You know, because all these wars are banker wars, man. You know, best believe is some reason why. You know, because they fund the banking. They fund these wars, man. They make money off the shit, man. You know. They make money off of these wars, man. You know, because they the ones that, you know, give them money for them to buy these high-tech military weapons and all these high-tech, high-ass military choppers and these big-ass fucking, what's those shit called? Aircraft carriers and that shit costs a lot of money, man. It costs a lot of money. And guess what? They have to pay for that shit, which is millions and billions of dollars, man. You know, so you know these elites, they making hella money off these wars. Go look it up, man. Go look up the price of these aircraft carriers and these $1 million jets and stuff like that, man. You know, because they using the U.S. dollars as the currency, which is this fiat money. You know, they using that. You know, and these devils, these elites, they profiting off of this shit, man. They profiting off of it. You know. And this war that's coming is going to be the last war, the war to end all wars. You know, the last war. And, you know, through the Spirit, we know that the draft is coming back. Okay, Joel chapter 3. Let's see. Joel 3:11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be awakened and come to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, which is Jehoshaphat, which in Hebrew is Yahweh Shaphat, which means Yahweh's judgment. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. You know, and these devils, man, they're sending all of their military over there in the Middle East. You know, they were supposed to withdraw the troops, but guess what? They've been sending more troops over there. Why? Why have they been doing that? Because of this prophecy. The Lord said, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen. So the Lord is, you know, the Lord is doing this. In the Jehoshaphat, the land of the valley of Yahweh Shaphat is the Middle East, man. That whole little area right there from Syria, you know, that whole little region right there is the valley of Yahweh's judgment. Because look, what do you have in Syria? You have all kinds of nations in Syria right now. You have Russia, you have Americans, you have ISIS, you have all kinds of people in Russia right now. And that's not Russia, but Syria. It's a lot of nations in Russia. I mean, not Russia. Why the hell I keep saying Russia? It's a lot of nations in Syria, and they're fighting because that's the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. You know, that's the valley of Yahweh's judgment. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, and the fat overfloweth, for the wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. Because that's where the Lord is going to judge all these heathens at. Over there in the Middle East. You know, Syria. Syria is where majority of them at. But that whole little region over there, that whole region. You know, Afghanistan, Pakistan, you know, Syria. That's the valley of Yahweh's judgment, man. You know. If I had a map, if I could pull up a map, I would, but I couldn't right now. Don't have any internet. But through the spirit, you can look it up, look at that whole little region right there. If you was to search the Valley of Jehoshaphat, it would tell you it's just an actual valley, but it's not talking about just one little valley. It's talking about that whole entire piece of land over there. I'm talking about whole countries, so-called countries. Syria, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and what else is around those. You got, what's that other country called? Iraq, These is the places that is the Valley of Yehoshaphat, Yemen, all around that little region right there. But because that's where the troops are. That's where the war is at. That's where they fighting at. Wherever they fighting at, that's the Valley of Jehovah's Judgment. And that's where they fighting at. Mainly now they in Syria. So, just one thing about Yahweh Shemel Shah, he's a man of war. And he's the one that's bringing this war forth. This is Exodus 15:3. Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. So, Yahweh is the one that's bringing this war forth. He's the one that's, stirring up the spirits of these heathens, causing them to go over there and fight, man. Bear with me. This is Isaiah 13. We get to the point, verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Yahweh of hosts mustered the host of the battle. Now, why is he called the Lord of hosts? Why is he called the Lord of hosts? What does that mean, hosts? Because remember, he's a man of war. It says the Lord of hosts. Okay, the host is Strong's H6635. It says a mass of persons, especially regulated, organized for war, an army. So he's the Lord of the armies, man. That's what he is. Tazawar? Tazawar? Yahweh's the Lord of hosts. I believe it's Tazawar. Tazawar. It's like Revelations. It also says something about War of Armageddon. Bear with me, Baba Kashah. I'm trying to find exactly where it's at when it speaks about the War of Armageddon. Because the Lord is a man of war. He's the one that is constructing this war. He's building up the war tension now. Because this war is going to be the last war. It's going to be the war to end all wars. I can't seem to find it. Where the hell is it? Armageddon. The War of Armageddon. But I cannot find the scripture. But the Lord is the one that's building up these armies over there in the east. I mean, not in the west. Constructing these armies to make them fight against each other. Here it is, Revelation 16. Revelation 16 and 16. And he gathered them together into a place where in the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon, Armageddon, which is mountains of troops. And mountain of troops is talking about over there in the Middle East, man. Because that's exactly where the Lord is gathering those people together, in the mountain of troops, over there in the Middle East. Armageddon is mountain of troops. Mountain of troops. Those troops are talking about the nations, the different nations that are over there that's gonna fight this third world's war, and they're gonna lose miserably, man. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises and glory to Yahweh Shem, Al Shabbat Shem, Rakakodash, double honor to apostles and elders of great